Introduction. In the serene embrace of Crestwood, a town tucked away from the hustle and bustle of the world, the atmosphere resonated with tranquility. The sun, a gentle artist, painted the sky with hues of warmth, casting a comforting glow on the picturesque landscape. The air, carrying the whispers of tales from days long past, held the secrets and nostalgia of a community tightly knit by the threads of time. Amidst this quiet town, a figure named Alex Turner inhabited the everyday rhythm of life. Unassuming and ordinary at first glance, Alex was a silent observer of the ebb and flow of Crestwood's existence. Little did the townsfolk know that within this seemingly unremarkable individual resided an extraordinary story waiting to unfold, a tale etched in the shadows of sorrow, concealed beneath the facade of everyday life. Crestwood, with its cobblestone streets and charming houses adorned with flower boxes, appeared to be the embodiment of idyllic simplicity. Yet, beneath the surface, a narrative of profound depth and complexity awaited discovery. Alex Turner, the unassuming protagonist, became the lighthouse in this sea of subtlety, guiding us through a mystery thriller that transcended the boundaries of the ordinary. As the first rays of dawn gently illuminated the town, an invisible shroud of melancholy lingered in the air. The heart of Crestwood, unbeknownst to many, was burdened by the weight of an unspoken tragedy. The stage was set for an exploration into the intricate tapestry of human emotions, and Alex Turner, a detective with an innate sense of empathy, would be the weaver of this tale. The story embarked on a journey that would peel back the layers of sorrow enveloping the community. Like a skilled investigator, Alex would navigate through the nuanced emotions, uncovering the hidden corners of grief, regret, and the echoes of laughter that once reverberated through the town. The mystery was not merely a puzzle to be solved, but a mirror reflecting the collective soul of Crestwood. Thus, in the quiet town of Crestwood, where the sun painted the sky and the air whispered tales, the ordinary became extraordinary, and the shadows of sorrow beckoned us to delve into a narrative that would touch the very core of our humanity. The journey had just begun, and within the folds of this mystery thriller, the heart of Crestwood awaited both revelation and redemption.
Chapter 1: The Enigmatic Arrival. On a fog-laden morning, when the tendrils of mist clung to the quiet corners of Crestwood, the town stirred from its slumber to the murmurings of a peculiar event. The air, thick with anticipation, carried the news of an enigmatic arrival that would soon cast its shadows upon the tranquil streets. Crestwood, once known for its vibrant simplicity, found itself on the precipice of an unforeseen mystery. As the townspeople sipped their morning coffee and peered through fog-kissed windows, whispers of the unknown swirled through the air. A name echoed through the quaint alleys, resonating with both curiosity and trepidation: Alex Turner. This name, spoken in hushed tones, bore the weight of seasoned detective lore, a reputation forged through the resolution of perplexing cases that had left other communities in awe. Alex Turner's arrival was no ordinary occurrence. It was a summons, an urgent plea for the unraveling of a mystery that had cast an unforeseen gloom upon Crestwood. The once vibrant community now found itself shrouded in an air of uncertainty, and the townspeople, typically accustomed to the cadence of their peaceful lives, were now gripped by an unsettling tension. As the clock hands ticked away the moments, a subtle restlessness enveloped Crestwood. The townspeople, from the grocer arranging his produce to the children skipping stones by the creek, felt the weight of an impending revelation. It was as if the fog that blanketed the town was not merely a meteorological phenomenon but a metaphorical veil, concealing the answers to questions yet unasked. Alex Turner, with an aura of quiet determination, made their way through the cobblestone streets. The detective's arrival became a focal point, a magnetic force drawing the collective gaze of Crestwood's denizens. The seasoned investigator, known for navigating the labyrinth of human emotions with a discerning eye, carried with them an air of mystery that mirrored the fog that hung in the air. The fog, reluctant to surrender its secrets, clung to the buildings and twisted alleys like a silent accomplice in the unfolding drama. As Alex stepped into the heart of Crestwood, the townspeople observed with a mixture of hope and trepidation, recognizing that the detective's presence heralded both the promise of resolution and the potential unveiling of buried truths. Thus, on that foggy morning, as the news of Alex Turner's enigmatic arrival echoed through the town, Crestwood stood at the threshold of a narrative that would redefine its essence. The seasoned detective, with a reputation as a harbinger of clarity in times of confusion, was about to embark on a journey that would unravel the tightly woven strands of the mystery that had cast a shadow upon the once vibrant community. The pages of Crestwood's story turned, and the first chapter unfolded with an air of anticipation, promising revelations that lingered just beyond the fog.
Chapter 2: The Broken Silence. As Alex Turner delved into the heart of Crestwood, the town seemed to come alive with a different energy, an energy not of the usual tranquil serenity, but one pulsating with hushed tones and furtive glances. The cobblestone streets, once echoing with the rhythmic footsteps of daily life, now bore witness to a subtle undercurrent, a silent symphony of whispers that curled through the air like wisps of smoke. The townsfolk, who had known each other's stories for generations, now found themselves caught in the web of speculation. Every gaze exchanged, every word uttered in a lowered voice, seemed to carry the weight of the unspoken tragedy that loomed over Crestwood. Alex, sensing the currents of unease, moved through the town square like a detective traversing the pages of a novel yet to be written, each step unraveling the hidden chapters of the narrative. The broken silence of Crestwood, once a haven of shared laughter and familiar tales, now revealed the tragic tale of a person named Sarah Miller. As Alex's inquiries led to conversations with neighbors and friends, the veil of secrecy began to lift, exposing the raw emotions that had long been shielded from the gaze of outsiders. Sarah Miller, a name that had lingered on the lips of Crestwood's residents like a mournful refrain, emerged as the central figure in the unfolding drama. The detective listened intently as stories of Sarah's life were pieced together, fragments of joy, snippets of sorrow, and the complex interplay of dreams and disappointments. The cloud of sadness that hung over Crestwood was not just a meteorological phenomenon, it was an emotional tempest, leaving everyone in its wake questioning the fabric of their seemingly serene lives. The once familiar faces now wore expressions of concern, and the once vibrant community felt like a fragile tapestry, threads unraveled by the weight of an undisclosed sorrow. Alex, in the role of both investigator and empathetic confidant, navigated the delicate landscape of emotions. The broken silence became a cacophony of shared grief, as the townspeople began to open up, each contributing a verse to the melancholic ballad of Sarah Miller's life. The detective, with a keen sense of understanding, sought not only the facts but also the underlying emotions that wove the tapestry of this intricate tragedy.
As the whispers echoed through the streets, Crestwood found itself at a crossroads. The revelation of Sarah Miller's story had opened a Pandora's box of emotions, and the townspeople, now united in shared sorrow, grappled with the collective challenge of understanding and healing. The broken silence, once a shield for secrets, had now become the vessel through which the community confronted its shared humanity, laying bare the intricacies of life in the face of tragedy. The second chapter unfolded, leaving Crestwood on the brink of a collective catharsis, poised to confront the storm within and emerge stronger from the broken silence.
Chapter 3: A Glimpse into the Past. In the heart of Crestwood, as the fog of mystery continued to hover over the town, Alex Turner embarked on a journey into the past. The cobblestone streets, now etched with the weight of shared sorrow, led the detective to a trove of memories, a collection of old letters and faded photographs that whispered the untold story of Sarah Miller. The atmosphere, tinged with a sense of nostalgia, seemed to vibrate with the echoes of times gone by. Alex, with a meticulous eye for detail, sifted through the artifacts of Sarah's past, each piece of the puzzle revealing a fragment of a life that had been hidden beneath the surface of everyday existence. The old letters, yellowed with time and bearing the fragrance of history, were a testament to the depth of Sarah's emotions. Written words, penned in ink that had long dried, unfolded like chapters of an unwritten novel. They spoke of dreams once chased, aspirations once held close to the heart, and the struggles that had shaped the contours of a life marked by resilience. Faded photographs, captured moments frozen in time, became windows into Sarah's world. Each image told a story, a joyous smile masking an underlying pain, the sparkle in the eyes reflecting dreams that had weathered the storms of life. Alex, through the lens of these snapshots, began to piece together the mosaic of Sarah's existence, revealing a narrative that transcended the boundaries of time. The detective, like a skilled storyteller, wove through the intricate narrative of Sarah's past, unraveling the threads that connected her to the present. The jigsaw puzzle of memories, with its myriad pieces, told of a person who had navigated the labyrinth of struggles, faced the disappointments of lost dreams, and yet clung to the relentless pursuit of happiness. Through the letters, the townsfolk, and the fading photographs, Crestwood witnessed the unfolding saga of a life that mirrored the complexities of its own collective existence. The detective, now not only an investigator but also a custodian of memories, pieced together the story with a delicate touch, recognizing that each revelation held the power to transform the perception of the present. As the narrative unfolded, the town found itself standing at the crossroads of empathy and understanding. The old letters and faded photographs were not just relics of the past but stepping stones towards comprehending the human spirit's resilience in the face of adversity. Crestwood, through Alex's revelations, discovered that Sarah's story was not merely an isolated incident but a reflection of the shared human experience, a universal tapestry woven with threads of joy, pain, and the unwavering pursuit of a brighter tomorrow. In the dim light of nostalgia, the third chapter unfolded, inviting Crestwood to confront the ghosts of the past, to acknowledge the richness of shared history, and to embrace the intricacies that defined the essence of Sarah Miller's journey through time.
Chapter 4: The Weeping Willow. As Alex Turner continued the investigation into the mysterious tragedy that enshrouded Crestwood, the path of inquiry led the detective to a secluded spot that held the weight of both history and emotion. This particular locale, known to only a few, revealed itself as a sacred haven beneath the cascading branches of a majestic weeping willow, a silent sentinel bearing witness to the sorrow that had taken root in the community. The air in this hidden alcove carried a solemn hush, and the weeping willow's branches, gently swaying in the breeze, seemed to tell tales of stories whispered beneath its expansive canopy. Alex, standing in the dappled shade cast by the weeping willow, felt an ethereal connection to the secrets it held. It was here, amidst the rustling leaves and the soft murmur of the wind, that the detective sensed a convergence of past and present, a nexus of emotions waiting to be unveiled. The weeping willow, with its gracefully cascading branches that seemed to brush the ground, stood as an emblem of quiet resilience. The detective, with a discerning gaze, noted the subtle marks on the bark, a testament to the passage of time, the silent keeper of countless stories etched into its very core. Beneath the comforting embrace of the weeping willow, Alex uncovered a connection that transcended the boundaries of time. As the detective delved into the past, it became apparent that this secluded spot was not just a physical location, but a symbolic bridge between the histories of Crestwood's residents. The weeping willow, like a silent elder, held the collective memories of the town, and beneath its branches, the threads of past and present interwove in a delicate dance. The detective, in this sacred space, unearthed fragments of stories, whispers of laughter, echoes of conversations, and the shared sorrows that had taken refuge in the shadows. As if guided by an unseen hand, Alex traced the narrative threads that bound the weeping willow to the heart of Crestwood's tragedy. The weeping willow, with its sprawling branches that seemed to cradle both the joys and sorrows of generations past, became a living tableau of the town's history. Alex, with a sense of reverence, uncovered the significance of this natural monument, a living testament to the interconnectedness of lives and the shared experiences that had molded the community into what it was. In the dappled light beneath the weeping willow, the detective wove together the threads of the past and the present, crafting a narrative that transcended the temporal confines of the investigation. The majestic tree, with its silent weeping, became a metaphor for the communal sorrow that had taken root in the hearts of Crestwood's inhabitants. As the investigation continued to unfold beneath the solemn gaze of the weeping willow, Crestwood found itself standing at the intersection of memory and revelation. The fourth chapter, with its intricate tapestry of connections and emotions, beckoned the town to recognize the significance of this sacred space, a haven where the echoes of the past resonated with the present, and the weeping willow stood as a silent witness to the timeless stories that defined Crestwood's collective soul.
Chapter 5: Echoes of Laughter. As Alex Turner delved deeper into the heart of Crestwood's unfolding tragedy, the detective's path took an unexpected turn into the realm of memories, a place where echoes of laughter still lingered amidst the shadows of sorrow. Chapter 5 of this enigmatic narrative unfolded in a juxtaposition of emotions, where joy and laughter became poignant instruments in the symphony of Sarah Miller's life before the storm. In the midst of the grieving town, where the weight of shared sorrow hung heavy in the air, Alex stumbled upon fragments of a past illuminated by the warmth of laughter. Friends and family, those who had shared moments of happiness with Sarah, were eager to contribute to the tapestry of memories that painted a vivid picture of a life once vibrant with joy. The detective, with a compassionate ear and a discerning gaze, listened as tales of Sarah's laughter echoed through Crestwood's alleys. Each anecdote, shared with a mix of fondness and wistfulness, revealed a different facet of a person who had once been the source of joy for those around her. The memories, like rays of sunlight piercing through storm clouds, illuminated the landscape of Sarah's life before tragedy struck. In living rooms and cozy kitchens, Crestwood's residents opened their hearts to Alex, sharing stories of gatherings, celebrations, and the simple moments that had defined Sarah's existence. Laughter, it seemed, had been the harmonious melody that had woven through the fabric of her relationships, creating a mosaic of shared happiness. As Alex sifted through these echoes of laughter, a poignant realization emerged: the key to unraveling the mystery lay not only in the shadows of sorrow but also in the reverberations of joy. The detective, navigating the emotional landscape with a delicate touch, recognized that understanding the nuances of Sarah's life required an exploration of the full spectrum of human experiences. The detective's task became akin to sifting through the grains of sand on a beach, where both the sparkle of joy and the weight of sorrow coexisted. In the laughter, Alex sought not only solace for the grieving town but also a compass that could guide the investigation toward a deeper understanding of the complexities that defined Sarah's journey. The juxtaposition of sorrow and laughter became a poignant metaphor for the human experience, underscoring the resilience of the human spirit in the face of tragedy. Crestwood, in the midst of its communal grief, found a moment of solace as it collectively embraced the echoes of laughter that resonated through the memories shared by friends and family. In the 5th chapter, the detective's journey became a delicate dance between light and shadow, laughter and tears. As Alex continued to unravel the tapestry of Sarah Miller's life, the realization dawned that within the echoes of laughter lay the key to unlocking the mystery, a key that would bridge the gap between the joyous past and the somber present, guiding Crestwood toward a more profound understanding of the human experience.
Chapter 6: The Veil of Deception. As Alex Turner delved further into the heart of Crestwood's unfolding tragedy, the shadows deepened, and the narrative took an unexpected turn in Chapter 6, unraveling a complex web of deception that had woven itself into the fabric of the town. The once close-knit community, now gripped by the weight of a shared secret, became entangled in a delicate dance between justice and loyalty. The detective's path became a labyrinth of whispers, where each clandestine conversation and sidelong glance hinted at a veiled truth. Crestwood, once known for its openness and camaraderie, now found itself shrouded in a metaphorical veil of deception, a cloak woven from the threads of unspoken truths and hidden alliances. As Alex probed deeper, the town's facade of unity began to crack. The townsfolk, bound by a code of silence that had emerged in the wake of the tragedy, guarded secrets that threatened to disrupt the delicate balance between justice and loyalty. The detective, with a keen eye for human behavior and an understanding of the complexities that lay beneath the surface, navigated through the intricacies of deception that veiled the truth like a fog over the town. Behind closed doors and in hushed conversations, Alex encountered individuals who, driven by a sense of duty, fear, or misplaced loyalty, were unwilling to divulge the full extent of what they knew. The web of deception extended its tendrils, creating a tapestry of half-truths and carefully constructed narratives that obscured the path to justice. In the heart of Crestwood's once tranquil streets, the detective faced the challenge of unraveling not only the mystery at hand, but also the layers of deception that had settled over the town like a shroud. The delicate balance between justice and loyalty became a tightrope, and each revelation threatened to tip the scales in one direction or the other. The town, now a microcosm of conflicting interests and concealed truths, stood at a crossroads. Alex, with a determination fueled by a commitment to uncover the unvarnished truth, navigated through the maze of deception, realizing that the very fabric of Crestwood's communal bonds was at stake. As the detective confronted the veil of deception, the ethical dilemma became more pronounced. Loyalties were tested, and the quest for justice clashed with the desire to shield loved ones from the harsh light of truth. Crestwood, once united by shared joys and sorrows, now faced the challenge of reconciling conflicting allegiances and deciding whether the pursuit of justice could coexist with the preservation of community bonds. In Chapter 6, the veil of deception not only heightened the mystery but also underscored the intricate dance between truth and loyalty. The detective, now navigating treacherous waters, understood that to unravel the tragedy's full narrative, the threads of deception needed to be delicately untangled, revealing a truth that, though painful, held the potential for healing and redemption. Crestwood, at this juncture, stood on the precipice, awaiting the consequences of the choices made in the name of justice and loyalty.
Chapter 7: Silent Tears. As the investigation in Crestwood continued its relentless pursuit of truth, Chapter 7 unfolded against the backdrop of the stillness of the night, a time when the town's facade of resilience crumbled, revealing silent tears that spoke volumes. Alex Turner, the detective navigating the labyrinth of mystery and emotions, found themselves facing a profound moral dilemma, torn between the pursuit of truth and the delicate emotions that had been concealed for too long. In the quiet hours when the moon cast its silvery glow over the cobblestone streets, Alex's footsteps echoed through the town, carrying with them an air of anticipation. The detective, armed with the weight of the unspoken and the echoes of deception, ventured into the depths of Crestwood, seeking the truth that lay hidden beneath layers of silence. As the night enveloped the town, the detective encountered the subtle signs of sorrow, hushed sobbing, furtive glances, and the telltale streaks of silent tears on the faces of those who had borne the burden of unspoken truths for far too long. In the stillness, these tears became a language of their own, expressing emotions that words had failed to articulate. Alex, with a heart burdened by empathy, faced a moral crossroads. The pursuit of truth, a noble endeavor, now collided with the delicate emotions that had been guarded as sacred secrets. The detective understood that uncovering the truth could expose wounds that had been carefully concealed, and the unveiling of the silent tears risked shattering the delicate equilibrium that had been maintained in the name of protection and preservation. In the intimate spaces where emotions were laid bare, Alex witnessed the silent tears becoming a river of unspoken pain, flowing through the hearts of Crestwood's residents. The detective, torn between the commitment to justice and the desire to shield those who wept in the shadows, grappled with the weight of responsibility and the nuances of morality. The town, in its collective vulnerability, faced a reckoning. Alex, now not just an investigator but also a custodian of the silent tears that spoke volumes, stood at the intersection of duty and compassion. The stillness of the night became a canvas upon which the moral dilemma painted its intricate strokes, questioning the boundaries between uncovering the truth and respecting the delicate emotions that had become entwined with the tragedy. As the moon cast its glow over Crestwood, the seventh chapter became a meditation on the fragility of the human spirit. The silent tears, though concealed in the shadows, held the power to transform the narrative, offering a glimpse into the depths of shared grief. The detective, in their solitary journey through the night, grappled with the realization that some truths were best discovered with a compassionate touch, and the silent tears, though painful, carried within them the seeds of healing and understanding. The delicate dance between truth and compassion set the stage for a pivotal moment in Crestwood's journey toward resolution and redemption.
Chapter 8: Shadows of Redemption. In the penultimate chapter of Crestwood's unfolding saga, the town found itself standing at the threshold of redemption, bathed in the shadows of redemption that emerged amidst the lingering gloom. Alex Turner, the dedicated detective who had traversed the labyrinth of mystery and emotion, emerged as a guiding force, working tirelessly to bring closure to a community steeped in grief. Amidst the shadows that clung to the corners of Crestwood, a subtle transformation began to unfold. The detective, driven by a resolute sense of purpose, became a beacon of empathy and determination. The journey through the town's collective sorrow had not only exposed the wounds, but also paved the way for the healing touch of redemption. Alex, with an understanding that transcended the mere unraveling of facts, recognized the profound impact of the journey on the town's inhabitants. The shadows of redemption, like a mosaic of hope woven into the fabric of the night, hinted at the possibility of healing and renewal. The detective, now more than an investigator, had become a catalyst for the town's catharsis. The labyrinth of human emotions, intricate and nuanced, demanded a delicate touch. Alex, armed with empathy and a commitment to justice tempered with compassion, navigated the complexities that had woven themselves into the very soul of Crestwood. The detective's tireless effort sought not only to uncover the truth, but also to illuminate the path toward redemption for those ensnared in the shadows of grief. The town, once veiled in sorrow, began to respond to the subtle orchestration of Alex's actions. Conversations that had remained unspoken for too long found their way into the open, and the community, though still haunted by the echoes of tragedy, began to sense the possibility of closure. The shadows of redemption, cast by the flickering flames of determination, hinted at a dawn that awaited just beyond the night's horizon. As Alex continued to work tirelessly, the town witnessed a gradual transformation. The detective's efforts, rooted in both justice and compassion, started to peel away the layers of secrecy and sorrow that had gripped Crestwood. The shadows of redemption, growing more pronounced with each revelation, became a testament to the indomitable spirit of a community grappling with its shared history. The labyrinth, once a maze of confusion and hidden truths, now began to unravel, revealing a path toward closure. The detective, guided by a vision of redemption, encouraged the town to confront its vulnerabilities and find strength in the face of adversity. Crestwood, though scarred by tragedy, discovered that redemption was not merely the absence of shadows but a conscious journey toward healing and understanding. In Chapter 8, the shadows of redemption cast their transformative glow over Crestwood. Alex Turner, at the helm of this journey, stood as a guardian of the town's collective spirit, tirelessly working to bring about closure, renewal, and the promise of a new beginning. The detective's determination became the catalyst for the community's emergence from the shadows, marking the beginning of a chapter that spoke not only of resolution but also of the resilient human spirit's capacity for redemption.
Chapter 9: The Healing Light. In the closing chapter of Crestwood's narrative, titled The Healing Light, the town found itself standing on the cusp of a new dawn, where the radiant glow of truth dispelled the lingering shadows that had engulfed the community. As the sun rose, casting its golden rays over the cobblestone streets, the people of Crestwood experienced a collective catharsis, finding solace in the understanding of the intricacies of the human spirit and realizing that even in the face of tragedy, there existed hope for healing and renewal. The healing light, symbolic of the transformative power of truth and understanding, bathed the town in a warm embrace. Alex Turner, the detective who had tirelessly navigated through the town's labyrinth of secrets and sorrows, emerged as a catalyst for change. The revelations, though painful, became a balm for wounds that had long festered beneath the surface. As the town gathered in the newfound clarity, conversations once veiled in shadows were now illuminated by the healing light. Crestwood's residents, who had carried the weight of unspoken truths, found a sense of release in the shared understanding that the healing process had begun. The healing light, like a beacon of reassurance, beckoned the community to confront its vulnerabilities and embrace the potential for renewal. The final chapter unfolded with a delicate balance between closure and the acknowledgement that healing was an ongoing process. Alex, having become not just a detective but a harbinger of understanding, guided the community through the intricate terrain of forgiveness and acceptance. The healing light, symbolic of the shared journey from darkness to light, fostered an environment where the complexities of the human spirit were met with empathy and compassion. Crestwood's cobblestone streets, once haunted by the echoes of tragedy, now resonated with the footsteps of a community on the path to renewal. The healing light, casting a gentle glow over the town square, revealed the resilience inherent in the human spirit. The people, having confronted their shadows and embraced the truth, discovered that even in the aftermath of sorrow, seeds of hope and renewal could take root. As the final pages of Crestwood's story turned, the healing light offered a poignant lesson that understanding, compassion, and the pursuit of truth could be powerful agents of transformation. The town, having weathered the storm, emerged not unscathed, but with a newfound strength forged in the crucible of shared experiences. The rising sun, heralding a new day for Crestwood, illuminated the path toward healing and renewal. The townspeople, united by the journey they had undertaken, recognized that the healing light was not merely an external force but a reflection of the resilience within themselves. The final chapter unfolded as a testament to the indomitable spirit of a community that, having confronted its shadows, now stood ready to embrace the promise of a brighter tomorrow. In the healing light, Crestwood found not only closure but the seeds of a hopeful beginning, an ending that, in its essence, was a poignant reminder that even in the darkest of nights, the dawn of a new day was inevitable.